So we'll be discussing about the topic today is sacred geography and tourism circuits in India. Tourism is our parent organization which is connecting various cultural activities and other features that is connecting our culinary tradition, hospitality industry tradition. We have a whole connect of hospitality industry towards tourism. The connection with this three dimension of industrial disputes make vendors connection to each other. So that is the biggest reason that we are trying to make ourselves knowing about this tourism field and in-depth concepts. You should have a question like, why do we talk about cultural tourism in more factors, though we have adventurous tourism activities, medical tourism activities wider in India? Okay, because the cultural variations in India, okay, which I'm trying to connect with today's topic. Yes, so it all starts with the tourism practices. The geographical features of India connecting with this tourism practices connects through culture. Okay, historically when we are going back, this travel for the purpose of religion, travel for the purpose of visiting pilgrimage activities has a part of the intellectual features of human living. Okay, and this cultural deviations that we have with the languages we speak, with the food we eat, varies from one state to another state, which is bringing a very big menu card for the international tourists who are coming here. The main purpose of tourism in sense of intention or impacts of tourism starts with exchange of cultural knowledge. So that is wider here in the country. So that is the biggest reason in tourism resources that we talk. We don't only have natural tourism features like beaches, hill stations, etc. Man-made tourist resources like man-made tourist attractions like this buildings and theme parks and public buildings, etc. This cultural tourism also speaks a very important feature in the tourism impact of India. So that is how we try to connect it here. So the religious way connecting towards the pilgrimage and connecting the culture with regards to it. That is how we try to connect the sacred geography with tourism. General political geography, physical landscapes like physical lands, okay, waterfalls, trees, forest areas, etc. is connected towards some mythology that has to speak about some ancient beliefs and stories that we follow. Okay, so most of the travel circuits and the sacred geography depends on religious way. That is how we try to understand the impact of it. Okay, it is all starting with the sacred beliefs of how the cultural features here is connected, like the religious followings that we have, following and worshipping nature in the sense of river worship. River, we have this worship over there. In the following slides, we will be knowing what is the importance of river in worship that is connecting the tourism features. So we connect nature, we connect all the landscapes connected towards the religious features of the country. Okay, and that is how sacred geography is connected overall. So sacred geography will be temples, rivers, as we all know, all the pilgrimage destinations that is having some connection with historical stories, okay, that we can talk about it. India is a birthplace of various religions. Okay, India is a birthplace and accepting place of various religions. So on record we can have Hinduism, Islamism and Christianity, Judaism, Jews, Zoroastrianism, Buddhism, Jainism, all these historical religions which is spread around the world. Nature worship, sacred grove worship and also these. Now why are you talking so much about religion is because most of the sacred geographical features are derived through those concepts. Yes, we are also having culturally benefited areas like 44 as of 2026 records. 44 UNESCO World Heritage Sites in India. Most of the UNESCO World Heritage Sites are only ancient buildings. Here, so many valleys, the natural landscapes are also there, which is again coming under the sacred geography of the country of India. So this is how we are trying to understand the importance of it. So sacred geography connects, how it is connected towards tourism, ma'am. Tourism and the connection of hospitality industry, we now have a better idea. Ma'am, how does this sacred geography connecting towards tourism? It connects through, point number one is going to be pilgrimage as a tourism activity, as a tourist destination, a package that can be told. Internationally, you will know about Ramayana tours, Silapatikaram tours, they are epics of, they are written records of ancient India. We have those particular places mentioned in the epics as holiday packages. This is the importance of the connect between pilgrimage and the tourism transformation towards it. Second point is going to be creation of tourism circuits. As I told you, we have a package holiday, that is the most important feature of tourism as an industry. This package holiday will be having 2 or more places connected to each other. So, creation of circuits. Okay. Point number 3 is going to be sacred landscapes, the physical landscape that is having a cultural importance of tourism activity, that is connecting the sacred geography to create a tourism product. And followingly, how we understand the importance is like the government has accepted all these features, okay, the importance of sacred geography and cultural practices, and had so many specialized schemes to promote these, naming the Swadesh Darshan, okay, which is all about visiting religious destinations throughout the country, which is having international tourist arrival, which is leading up to 82% of overall tourist arrival, especially during the festival duration. And the Prashad scheme. The Prashad is not only depicting the Prashad name, the expansion itself promoting the religious destinations in the country. That is the main scheme. And there is an amount of 9.2 millions which has been invested on these particular schemes in promoting sacred geography and tourist landscapes on the whole. Ma'am, when you say this to be an industry, it should have some economical and financial benefits, right? So this is the economical benefits which sacred geography supports with. Sacred hospitality, followed by proper transportation services to accommodate these particular destinations, followed by local crafts and handicrafts promotion, and the informal sector, that is the third circle and other categories of people, no, they get the benefit of employment and other things. So these are the benefits or the positive impacts that this particular industry is going through. And I have given a diagram like how it is important. Naming it to be sacred geography is connected from the pilgrimage, that is a major tourism industry for the tourism development. Through this tourism development, what happens? Infrastructural developments. Infrastructural like proper transportation system, laying of proper roads, proper connectivity towards transport, etc. Construction of hotels, construction of food areas, souvenir products to be distributed, etc. This leads to economic growth and employment generation. Now what happens is like when tourism is going to be your basic knowledge, you will be having a wider opportunity of meeting of the employment requirement of tourism in the nation. Yeah, connecting that towards the happenings in Tamil Nadu. Tamil Nadu is considered to be a sacred town. Okay, the sacred town because it is having so many temple cities around it. Yes, towards the pilgrimage movement and the festivals and special services, and that leads again to local economic development. As we live in the state of Tamil Nadu, we should also understand the impact factor in this particular area. Considering these, we try to understand the sacred geography or the circuits will be considered on these features. Now, apart from the religious circuits here in India, we have tourism circuits well versed around the world. Yes, starting with Golden Triangle, the most famous circuit over here in India, tourism circuit. There are so many golden triangles around the world, but internationally, most number of tourist arrival, I have put it on here. Okay, because Golden Triangle speaks about the Taj Mahal and the Amber Fort, that is Rajasthan and New Delhi. These places are connected over here. And Desert Circuit. Desert Circuit, the western part of the country is having the geographical limitations of deserts wider in number, so we can have about them. And Buddhist Circuit, Buddhism, the birthplace over here. Yes, in India, though it has reached the world, though it has left to the world, it all started here. Okay, so the circuits over there, Buddhist circuit is also over here. And the South Indian temple circuits, South India is known for its Dravidian and colonial architecture. Okay, so this colonial Dravidian architecture, we know this temple structures, etc., palaces that is being built. Colonial architecture, the foreign tourist arrival is been highly impressed with the colonial architecture because of the architectural marvels that has been kept. The invaders of India what architecture they have given us, all that will come under these particular features. And wildlife circuit, as we all know, around 4 national parks, okay, and zoos that is being kept over here, which has been protected under the UNESCO World Heritage Sites, are from India. Okay, India offers a good number of forest safari, okay, and foreign tourist arrival again for this particular activity is more in number. Forest safari, you all know, right? Quite other foreign countries are famous. Over here in India, we have the Jim Corbett National Park, Annamalai National Park, all these wider in number. So beyond these, okay, this particular map, okay, is a physical map created by an author named Diana L. Ecke. She has written, she being a foreigner who visited India, she has written a book naming India a Sacred Land. We all know the sacred geography connection. So she has narrated all this. She has also given the importance that we are trying to highlight. The sacred geography impacts with cultural continuity. Okay, we have a cultural connection with our ancient past, our cultural practices, etc. Identification and acknowledging those particular destinations, followed by the economical developed as with employment generation, etc., which we discussed, no, about the economic impacts. Yes. And the infrastructural growth, the development of other features connected towards tourism. For the wealth of tourism, for the growth of tourism industry, the connected things are also being developed. The connections with that, and preservation of heritage, the biggest activity that we are supposed to hold on, at least for the sake of tourism. For the concept of tourism, heritage has been preserved. Yeah, we have a good benefit over there. So heritage conservation and promotion of domestic tourism, for people to come over there to know what the place is all about. In this particular map, if you see the witness of the famous sacred tourism circuits. As I discussed, there are various tourism circuits, but tourism circuits with religion is vast in number. Okay, connecting towards Chardham Yatra, yes, and other features of tourism circuits are being highlighted over there. So that particular red color one, Chardham Yatra, is in the light blue color. So all these features, are you able to find the colors of it, right? So all the Jain sites, Buddhism circuits will all be connected over here. That I will discuss in detail, that you will be able to connect it with the map. So major sacred tourism destinations that we saw in the previous map will be discussed in detail now. Starting the first and most famous concept of tourism circuits, in case of religious tourism circuit, starts with Chardham Yatra. Okay, the Char in the sense of 4, right? So 4 yatras: Badrinath, Kedarnath, Gangotri, Yamunotri. Whereas Badrinath for depicting Lord Vishnu, okay, and then Kedarnath for Lord Shiva. Okay, connecting with Gangotri for the worship of the birthplace of Ganges, Gangotri. Yamunotri, Yamuna, river Yamuna. So this particular things are the pictures of Kedarnath and Badrinath, followed by Gangotri temple and Yamunotri temple. We worship nature. So these are standing examples of stating such kind of a religious impact that we are supposed to look upon with it. Then comes the Ramayana circuit. The Ramayana, most important epic of the country. The destinations connected towards them, we are able to identify those as tourism circuits. Ramayana tourism circuit, I think the first picture you are able to identify, because the recent social media you will be having it there. The birthplace of Rama considered to be according to the epic of Ramayana, and followed by Rameshwaram. The pillars over here are the Rameshwaram pillars. You will be able to identify the architectural differences between the first picture and the second picture. Throughout India, from north to south, west to east, and the connections of the central, everything will be coming under the tourism circuits. That is the difference between a package, holiday package will be regional. Circuits will consider the country overall. Okay. So Ayodhya, Rameshwaram, Hampi and Chikrakot. So connecting almost all the parts of India. all the paths are almost covered, whereas the travel part of Ramayana's activities, okay, how Rama traveled and went back. So accordingly we are able to connect these. Again considered to be the most important feature. These are the written records. See, ancient understanding. Ma'am, you said no, ma'am. People travel for the purpose of learning new things, learning the different cultures. This is how we can connect. Historically, some written records are written stories that we have heard, the epics that we study, the rituals that we follow is connected somewhere with this living records of buildings and inscriptions, writings on the walls, etc. for us to understand proper history, to communicate that to the world. Okay? So the next most important circuit is going to be the Buddhist circuit. Buddhism, from the 2nd centuries, Buddhism and Jainism are wider here in the country of India. So Buddhism over here, Mahabodhi temple in Bodh Gaya, we name Bodh Gaya. Okay? The first picture is going to be Mahabodhi temple in Bodh Gaya. And this is going to be the stupa over there, the Sarnath. The stupas is the unique architectural feature of Buddhism. And narrating the Buddhism features in this kind of postures of Buddha, okay, is another feature of understanding that. So though Buddhism was formed in India, the birthplace of Buddha, it was geographically connected from Nepal. So Nepal is also connected over here. So important important steps and milestones of Buddha, no, it is all connected over here. His enlightenment, his first settlement, and Mahaparivarna, etc. So Jyotirlinga circuit, 12 Jyotirlinga circuits. In the first picture of the map, the light blue one is going to be the 12 Jyotirlinga connections. I will share the map with you people. Okay, connection about 12 Jyotirlingas. So in case of Hinduism, the belief of Hinduism is connected towards these particular destinations high in number. The United States Research Center has taken an initiation in understanding the scientific chronology of what this particular feature is all about. So it is on world and international standard of research of understanding the scientific concept of this Jyotirlingas. So the most important feature about the tourism circuit that we try to include over here. So the Jyotirlingas, most of the Jyotirlingas are located in Maharashtra, okay, and Madhya Pradesh, 5 important sites, 2 sites in Gujarat and some other sites in Uttarakhand, Varanasi, Jharkhand, Andhra Pradesh and even in Tamil Nadu. The first and foremost feature over here is Golden Triangle Circuit. Golden Triangle Circuit is not just the circuit that we are visiting places. These destinations are also considered for the first heritage train in India. Yeah, first holiday package or heritage train that we consider is going to be the Palace on Wheels. That's going to be 10 nights and 11 days, which goes to 12 days at times due to travel. So within the train, you will be having accommodation, food and everything. You keep traveling. It's a kind of a hop in and hop off feature. You on the station, you get down and you visit the places and then get in and go to the next station, etc. Okay, Palace on Wheels, Maharaja Express, all these are additional things. So this Golden Triangle Heritage Circuit is also over there. As of today, the package for a person is going to be 1,75,000 and it will operate only those 10 to 11 days. According to the demand of foreign tourist arrival, it is extended so far up to 30 days. 10 days, 10 days, 10 days, kind of a periodical, 3 different milestones of conducting that. It has happened accordingly. So in that particular feature also, Taj Mahal, UP, Jaipur and New Delhi. For Taj Mahal, you know the place, okay. Geographically, it is not depending on New Delhi. So Jaipur, Hawa Mahal, Jaipur again a cultural city, and New Delhi's places are also there. Then comes the coastal tourism circuit. When we are talking more about geography, okay, coastal regions are high in number in case of India. India is bounded by the geographical boundaries of mountains and peaks, okay, and the coastal regions. So coastal tourism is always high in number. Okay, fine examples of coastal tourism circuits, connections with Goa, Marina Beach in Chennai, Kovalam Beach in Kerala, Puri Beach in Jagannath. All these are wider beaches where more number of tourist arrivals are prevailing over here. Then comes wildlife circuit. As I told you, Jim Corbett, Kaziranga in Karnataka, Ranthambore, Periyar Wildlife Sanctuary, all these promotes ecotourism and again promotes ecological tourism circuits. Now coming to Tamil Nadu. In India, yes, we have a wider opportunity in case of tourism operations and others. Tamil Nadu, the state we live on one reason, and then it is the most important place. Recently, not just people in Tamil Nadu study about Tamil Nadu tourism, almost everyone. From 2018, the statistics states the foreign tourist arrival to Tamil Nadu among India stands first. The reason is because of the promotions of Mamallapuram, the great marvels of Cholas, okay, in and around Tanjavur, Kumbakonam regions, the multicultural, multifaceted activities that is happening. So foreign tourist arrival in recent years, Tamil Nadu stands first in India. Okay. So we are now talking more about the cultural features. So it's my duty to explain you also about the sacred geography in Tamil Nadu and the tourism circuits of Tamil Nadu. Most of the tourism circuits around the country is also touching somewhere here and there in Tamil Nadu. So we are also going to know about that in detail. Starting with the land of, it is known as the land of temples, as we all know. So more number of temples, again connecting towards Shiva, Vishnu, Buddhism, the Jaina marvels, everything is over here. And the most featured, Tamil Nadu, when we say the temple worship of Murugan temple is going to be high in number. So many research activities are coming over here, okay, for certain circuits, which I would like to explain. The tourism circuits in Tamil Nadu starts with the circuits over here, which we also nickname it to be not just ECR circuit, also the circuit of urbanization. The connections of these places, most of them are cities. Okay, starting with Chennai, the coastal roads of Mamallapuram connecting towards Pondicherry. To be very frank, there are researchers of this ECR, the coastal East Coast Road Circuit, to be connected till Kanyakumari. We also have ECRs towards the roadways of Kanyakumari, connecting all the coastal regions to connect it over there. We also have a circuit starting from Kashmir to Kanyakumari towards connecting the roadways. It's a longer way, but it is not authorized under, but it is a practice that has been happening over here. Yeah, the southernmost tip to the northernmost tip, the connections of it, it is also happening. So in Tamil Nadu also we have the East Coast regulations, and in the case of spiritual circuit, we have the world famous Madurai, Rameshwaram connected towards Kanyakumari. Okay, and followed by that the most important features, the marvels of Cholas has been narrated. Three important marvels we say, naming it to be the great big temple, we all know that about Tanjore, and the most important connected feature of it is going to be from Dharasuram. Okay, Dharasuram again a temple for Shiva, and again you will be having a temple connected that is a replica of the great temple, okay, that is located in Gangaikonda Cholapuram. These three are considered to be the temple marvels. Again, architectural features, if we get in deeper and dive towards it, it is having so many architectural features that I think we need a different time, a whole day to sit about and discuss the architectural features of those places. So it is considered to be the Chola heritage circuit. And then connecting the hill station circuit, we have wider number of hill stations. On record, we meant, or the something which is already promoted is only 4 hill stations, but we have around 18 hill stations, okay, that is talking about adventure tourism activities, promotion of tribal activities. We also have tribal tourism circuit, yeah, in that we can connect over there. Then comes the Navagraha temple circuit. Navagraha, not just in India, in the name of cosmic scientific mythology, is acknowledged around the world. Here in Tamil Nadu, we have 2 different districts, Navagraha temple circuit, okay, thing which is depicted towards Shiva. Navagraha we all know, sun, moon, etc. Connected towards Shiva is located over there in and around Kumbakonam region. And we also have the Navagraha for Vishnu temples. Okay, Nava Tirupati temple it is named as Nava Tirupati temple circuit. Under TTDC website we can see them, again depicting for that. When we have an aerial view of these particular two sectors, if I say, like Navagraha, how it is placed in a temple, the temple will be constructed according to that particular feature. On the aerial view we can have a view of it. Then comes Chettinad heritage. Over here this is the most important feature connected towards us. Okay, Indian culinary industry, Chettinad culinary, Chettinad activities are totally irreplaceable. Okay, no one can come and replace it in different ways. So understanding their cultural heritage by eating their food, by staying in their houses, yeah, all these are happening over there in the name of Chettinad heritage circuit, exploring the places, okay, by the local tradition without any luxury, in their own ways how it has been acknowledged. That is also prevailing over here. And considering the wildlife and ecotourism circuits, the most important feature is going to be the Mudumalai Wildlife Tiger Reserve, Anemalai Resort and Vedanangal Bird Sanctuary for bird watching, and there are also upcoming programs for all these national parks and others to be featured. Most important circuits of these. Ma'am, you told all about these are available over here in India. These are the menus that I can offer to a foreign tourist who is coming to the country of India as a tourist destination. Now, is that only positive that we are going? We have bigger challenges, because as I told you, in the feature of tourism, in the cultural feature of tourism, towards the pilgrimage tourism activities, this sacred geography, connection of sacred geography towards the tourism tourism circuit is being statistic. This is how the flow goes. Okay, so on that flow we have so many challenges to be survived. Naming it by, people are crowded during particular seasons, during particular fairs and festivals, certain durations of the month, there is overcrowd. That's a big challenge. And environmental degradation. Okay, so this particular hall can accommodate only 100 members. According to the demand of something is going to happen. Imagine 200 people are coming, manageable. Okay, imagine 500 people are coming, what happens? Degradation about the existing resource. This resource can accommodate only 100 people, only 100 has to be accommodated. That is what this environmental degradation is happening with. The extensive usage of resources, which is leading to negative impacts as that. And we have to handle that. Yeah, waste management again, commercialization of sacred places, what happens is like lack of authenticity. The originality of the particular place is now being lost. Yeah, these again are challenges. So I have to maintain the originality of the destination and also provide enough infrastructural possibilities for people who are coming. So I need to maintain accordingly. And followed by the loss of traditional character by itself. What happens is like when I go to that particular place, I have to explore the local food. What I do? I stay on my comfort. So many people, right? So due to satisfying the tourist demand, what happens? On the places we give something else, where the originality is already lost. So we have to try to maintain the originality of the place along with satisfying the tourist demand. Not only challenges, we should also have suggestions for it, no, to overcome the challenges, to have things to be winded up, okay, to have the benefits that we have to be done. So we have to maintain eco-friendly pilgrimage policies to be maintained. That is what the two important schemes that I told you, the Swadesh Darshan and the Prasad. So these important schemes highly concentrates on these. These are the recommendations narrated by Ministry of Tourism in the 2025 report. These are the overcoming policies that they recommend to avoid the challenges and the problems that we are facing on maintaining the pilgrimage areas or the sacred geographical regions, etc. Now what happens with the sacred rivers in the country of India? Performing rituals, what we do? We pollute it. So we need to maintain the regulations for doing that. We need to encourage the NGOs to come and clean up the place. We cannot harm the religious practices or the personal empathy of any person as such. Yes, so we need to consider all those, the community participation, the heritage conservation methods, the digitalization of crowd management, online ticket booking, allocating people, yeah, to manage the crowds, giving them a scheduled time duration for them to come and visit, etc., will help us to avoid overcrowding or degradations and etc., will also give us time to manage and get ready for the next set of people. So we try to manage things accordingly. So sacred geography in India is not just about religion. It is not at all about the religion, to be very maximum, only the worshipping practices and methods. But the activities over there is all about learning, cultural exchange of knowledge, knowing about the culture, knowing about the tradition, knowing about the history, the mythology and the various practices that we follow, and followed by identification of something. So tourism industry financially, geographically consider these features of sacred and other circuits as such. Yeah. So I would like to conclude, sacred spaces are not only for the destinations, they are living cultural landscapes which we need to maintain, we need to understand and protect. Only if we know the value of the place, we understand them and we take it forward for the future, where sustainability needs to be on a high note. Thank you.